Get your black pepper, your cayenne pepper, your garlic granules, your everyday seasoning, your Cajun seasoning, your steak seasoning, your chili flakes, your thyme, your oregano, your egg, and your pastry.
Okay, so we're making mini sausage rolls in this video, and you've seen all of the herbs and spices that I'm using. I've got my puff pastry, which I've already cut into 2 long strips, so it was 1 big sheet. I cut it long ways, and then we're gonna put sausage meat down here and sausage meat down here. So we're gonna get started. So I've preheat my oven to 180 degrees fan. Obviously adjust it depending on what kind of oven you have. And then I'm going to whisk my egg. This is what we're gonna brush over our pastry.
You see the aggression Ella's using to whisk the egg? Don't do it like that. Otherwise, your egg will fall right up. But make sure you whisk it properly. Ella's doing a great job. Okay, you may proceed. Thank you.
Just so you know, you can use whatever seasoning you usually use to season your mince or whatever you have in your cupboard and you usually use. This is my choice just because I love everything like packed with flavour. So I'm just gonna add my seasonings. Add some garlic. So this is granules. Some cayenne for the people that like the spice. Some pepper. Some crushed chilies. And some, okay, it says Worcestershire.
What?
Different brands, so it doesn't have to be Lee and Perrins. I'm just gonna put some in, just to add a bit of moisture. And then you're gonna get in there with your hands, or you can put gloves on, and you're just gonna mix it really. I wouldn't advise doing it with a spoon and stuff, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, because that's the way you're really going to mix it in. You really want the mince as mushed up as possible basically, because it's going to be sausage meat, you don't want it to be dry. Cool, so I've mashed up all the meat and I've seasoned it, mixed it all in, so it's really kind of mushy, you can see there. So I'm going to split it.
You see how she suddenly got the measurements right this time? Okay, Ella.
I'm going to use this one to fill up the first sheet and the next one to fill up the second sheet. I might not need all of the mince, but let's see how this goes.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I've got my sausage meat, so I'm just going to kind of place it along the middle, and you want to leave a little bit of a gap at the end, which I'll show you guys after. You can use regular mince for this, or you can get it double mince.
Regular mince for this, or you can get it double mince, like at the butcher's or something, which makes it super, super fine and more, it mushes together more. But normal mince works just fine, as long as you use your hands, get it really combined.
So the idea here is just to make sure you layer the mince evenly and shape it as you're going along, so it just falls in line with the pastry itself. Don't put too much, otherwise the pastry won't be able to fold, which is what you'll see soon as Ella is preparing this bit. Make sure you flatten as you're going, decorating it beautifully like it's your own baby. Not that you put your baby in pastry, but you get what I mean.
Okay, so that's both the sheets of pastry filled with sausage meat. So now what I'm gonna do is attempt, I'm not promising this is gonna go well, attempt to kind of fold it over and encase it. And then I'm gonna try and roll it over and encase the sausage meat in the pastry. And I'm gonna kind of stick it together with egg, and then I'm gonna wash it with egg as well, which will give it a nice golden brown colour. So let's try. Just gonna bring it over. Like that. I'm gonna sort of press this first bit into the sausage meat just to kind of get it to stay there. and then I'm gonna get some egg on my finger. If you have a basting brush, this is a really good time to use it. But I can't find our one, so I'm just gonna run some egg using my finger along here. I have washed my hands, by the way, guys, several times, so. Demonstrate on one of them just how to cut it, and then we'll egg wash it, so we'll brush it. So you need a nice sharp knife, and you basically need to cut it to the size you want, and then that's what you're gonna have inside. Obviously if you want longer ones, like Greg size ones, then obviously you can make it longer depending on how many people you're feeding and stuff. But I'm gonna do them about this size, and then you'll have something looking kind of like that.
You can pull that one. Go on, try to start rolling, but go in here. Right, so I've cut them all into kind of mini size, and then I'll space them all out. Obviously you don't want them to be all in a line together and then start feeding back and you've got one long one again. So space them all out, give them space to expand a little bit. It's puff pastry, so it's going to get a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to now wash it with egg wash. And what I'm going to do is just use my hand.
Hold on, guys, please don't be like Ella. If you could get a brush, that would be great. Or use a spoon. That's what Ella could have used, but she clearly didn't use her brain. So there she's using her fingers to wash her pastry. Don't be like Ella, guys. Be more like Richie. Thank you very much. Proceed.
Okay, so we've got our sausage rolls all egg washed. They're gonna go in the oven now. We had a little bit of leftover mince. I'm gonna pop a mini burger just in the middle.
Lovely.
We'll see how that comes out as well. But yeah, so this is gonna go in the oven now for 25 to 35 minutes. But if you wanna...
We're all good to go.
Okay, so we're gonna put our sausage rolls into the oven. And let them do their... They've been in for about 25 minutes. We've probed them as well, so we made sure they're above 75 degrees. But yeah, let me just pick one up, show you what it looks like.
Oh, look at that.
So that is...
Look at Ella thinking she can compete against Greg's. I'm joking. Everyone clap for Ella. Woo! Now you lot try it and make sure it's better than Ella's, yeah? Thank you, and have fun making your sausage rolls. Goodbye.